was asked about Durant, and he said people don't appreciate him enough. He's the most talented scorer of all time, hands down. He's a walking 30 points. He'll get 30 on 12 shots. That's very, very hard to do. Very efficient. Most guys need to feel the ball in their hands a lot to get the rhythm. He doesn't. Michael Jordan, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar were the two guys with unstoppable moves. MJ had the fadeaway, Kareem had the skyhook, but KD is a 7-footer who can hit a hesitation pull-up from 50 feet out. That's his unstoppable move. Skip, let's start with you on this.
Thank you. No, it's the first.
I just
what
figured
happened?
we'd mix it up.
She threw me a bone.
Yeah. Is Iggy right?
Thank you for the floor. I love Iggy. He's one of the few high IQ basketball players or players in any sport who can see it and also speak it, because some with high IQ can see it, but they can't put it into words. He put this beautifully into words that needed to be said, because Kevin Durant still doesn't get enough credit for what he is and what he is becoming. He's been the most talented scorer that I've ever seen since he was at the University of Texas. So I don't think that's overstated. He just said he's the most talented scorer. He didn't say he's the greatest scorer of all time, although I think he has a chance to prove ultimately that he is and was the greatest scorer of all time. But I started saying on national TV back in 2007, when Kevin was a freshman at the University of Texas, averaging 26 and 11, I've never seen anything like this before. I'm pretty sure he's 7 feet tall. I don't know why, but they list him at 6'9". I've stood next to him. He's 7 feet tall, and he has the length of an 8-footer because his arms are really, really long for his height.
You're not blocking that jump shot.
The apex of that shot, it is truly unblockable. So you take that kind of talent and then you put it into a guy who actually has low ego. He's not a diva. He's not selfish. He can score efficiently. I've never seen anything like this before. So the only, like inch for inch, he's the most talented shooter I've ever seen as far as being 7 feet tall. And Dirk is in the conversation.
Right.
But Dirk doesn't have the deep, effortless sort of stroke that Kevin does. He can pull up maybe not from 50 and shoot a jump shot, but from 35.
Yeah. But Dirk can't get to the rim like he
No,
could. Dirk
he
doesn't have the handles that KD has. KD was going to put the ball on the floor. Dirk was going, step, pump, and then shoot that 1 foot step back, which KD has added to his game now.
Okay. So I've always said Michael Jeffrey Jordan was the greatest scorer ever because of his intangibles, the killer will, the assassin's mentality, where he's just saying, I'm going to score it on you, whether you can cheap shot me, you can do whatever you want to. I'm going to get it on you whenever I need to. And the higher the stakes, the more I'm going to score on you. Well, Kevin has taken a beating on social media because he looks weak. He left Oklahoma City after Oklahoma City had a 3-1 lead over these same Golden State Warriors. Right. So he's not getting credit because it looked like he gave up. He sort of quit on Oklahoma City and joined the super team.
Well, Skip, I don't think social media, they're not saying Kevin isn't a great player because he is. They look at him as being weak. In order for him to accomplish what he needed to accomplish, he had to go already join this is the first time we've seen something like this. This was a super team because they had already won one title. They won 73 games the year before he actually got there. So for him to go join a team that already had the reigning MVP, who was a top 5 player in the league currently. We don't normally see this. I mean, you can make a case in the early 80s that the Lakers had 3 of the top 10 players with Worthy, Kareem, and Magic. You can legitimately make that case. But it's hard to make that case in any other time in history that let's go since 80, that we've seen a team have 3, say, top 10, or, 3 top 10, 4 top 20 guys like they have with Clay, Draymond, Steph, and KD. That doesn't normally happen. So they're not disrespecting his game. They're like, bruh, all of a sudden you pounding your chest. You weren't pounding your chest when you was OKC, but you go link up with them. I think that's what kind of rubs people the wrong way. They know KD. If you know anything about basketball, you know KD is phenomenal. He's great. He's already a top. For me, it's going to be hard. It's hard to say he's not a top 15 player right now, given what he's accomplished. What he accomplished going into the last 2 seasons, considering what he's accomplished coming out of the last 2 seasons, and he's still in his prime. So it's hard to say he's not top 15. But
So when he walked in the door at Golden State, what did the two-time MVP Steph Curry immediately do?
yeah, you just got to go.
It's your team.
go ahead and
I
see.
concede.
Yeah.
I defer. You take it. You make the big shots. You take the big shots.
I think the thing is what makes him good, makes KD, when he and Iggy says talent, is because he's 7 foot. Because we've seen guys score the basketball. Skip, Tracy McGrady was a walking bucket machine. Now you talk about can score the ball, and I think
At about 6'8".
Yes.
Go ahead.
You know what I think it is, Skip? When we look at scores, most of them we look at jump shooters. We look at guys that shoot the ball from. We don't look at big guys, shooting, being efficient because big guys they getting dunks and layups. So when they shoot 65% from the field or 70% from the field, they're not taking a shot outside 5 feet. Well, Kevin Durant is shooting 33-foot 3-point shots. He's trying to, shooting clocks at the end of the shot clock, end of the half. And he's still shooting 50% basically for his career. But it's just hard for me to put somebody as far as talent scoring the ball. Because I did not, man, I've been a Tar Heel fan since 81. I did not see Michael Jordan being this, Skip. I don't think nobody saw this. Nobody saw him to get buck. I mean,
well, what did they say?
It's like Poppy.
What did everybody say when he was at Carolina? The only man who can stop Michael Jordan is Dean Smith, the coach. He was stopping him.
Only
right?
man to hold him under 20 points.
Yeah.
Because, but KD is phenomenal. But like I say, I don't want to talk about my guy because people say Shannon, you talk about him too much. But
do they say that?
Yeah.
You're a prisoner of Twitter.
They called. No, you gave me the name. You should never have called me Shannon. See, don't look at Jenny. Jenny didn't do it. You did it.
I didn't do it.
You did start calling me that.
It just came out of nowhere.
It came out of your head.
It's a gift from God.
It came out of your mouth. You started that foolishness, and people actually see me walking the street, and they call me,
Shannon.
They call me Uncle Shannon.
Yeah.
Thanks to you, I appreciate that.
Yeah, good.
But
you deserve it.
Skip. I mean, LeBron does have a high scoring average.
Mm-hmm.
He shoots high percentage from the field. Got more assists, more rebounds.
So, thank you for bringing that up because I asked you what happened in the last 2 Game 3s of the NBA Finals. Both played in the King's house in Cleveland, Ohio. What happened in those 2 games? Turning point games. Make or break. It's going to go one way or the other in these games.
KD played unbelievable. But if you don't mind me asking, can you tell them what the record was before KD went and linked up with Steph, Clay, and Draymond?
What record
like 18
was?
and 5. LeBron was 18 and 5 against KD.
LeBron owned him for a long time.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, Kevin grew up, and he became big brother to little brother.
Well, if you go,
it started 2 years ago in that Game 3, in which Kevin scored 31 points, and Cleveland actually had a 2-point lead with 46 seconds left in that game. That's in the King's house. And here came Kevin dribbling the ball up court. Could we please see that shot? Because
we already saw the Hezzy.
This is the Hezzy pull-up that Iggy's talking about. Boom. That's deep, man. And it was right in LeBron's face.
LeBron said, this is what I done. I've been beating KD down, beating him down. Then he go get 3 of his homeboys, and he show back up. And the people wonder why I can't beat him.
Who was the MVP?
KD.
Kevin Durant. And then what happened this past finals? Again, you still got a chance. I know you're down 2-0. You should have been 1-1 if LeBron had melted down.
No, if JR hadn't melted down.
Okay, they all melted down. But the point is, Game 3 again, highest stakes. And Kevin Durant goes for 43. He hits 6 out of 9 threes.
What did LeBron do?
Whew. And by the way, the Cavs had a 1-point lead with 9:33 left in that game. That's the king in his house. You got to close the deal. Close the deal.
Hold on, a 1-point lead with 9 minutes.
Yeah, come on. If you're that guy, if you're the greatest player ever, if you're better than Michael Jordan, you just close the deal. And he didn't because Kevin closed another deal and won a second straight Finals MVP. And I got to tell you, I'm the biggest Jordan fan you'll find, but Kevin has a chance to eclipse Michael Jordan. Because
as what?
The greatest scorer ever.
Well, the greatest scorer ever is actually Kareem. Now,
okay.
and eventually,
flips all of them. I say it's Michael.
Whoa. It's Kareem.
I'm not doing statistics. I'm just doing it in my mind's eye. Who's the greatest scorer ever?
Because
this guy's, man, those are 2 big moments where he just took games off.
Because when it's all said and done, who will be the all-time leading scorer in NBA history, right?
Well, just because he played the most minutes.
Well, let's see, there you go, Skip. Oh, that's unnecessary.
Played the most games.
So let me get...
That just equates to you're the most durable superstar ever. I got to knock on wood for LeBron's sake. because he has been.
Yeah.
Durability is not what's putting the ball in the basket.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
He's going to score. He's 6'9", 280.
You keep adding. Wait,
I do. He's
hold on.
270, 280.
You
He
just-
looks like he's